Good afternoon, and this is your Friday Extra. My name is Michael Brady, Chair of the Legislative Committee for the Bronx Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here to give you a few updates on what the Chamber's been up to this past week. This week, the Chamber joined business leaders in supporting New York State gun law legislation at a recent bill signing at the YMCA in Edenwald. The bill seeks to strengthen protections and ensure that we have a stronger public safety messaging and actual actions to ensure that our commercial corridors and robust business community remain safe during this very tenuous time in our city. Additionally, the Chamber joined Governors Kathy Hochul, Governors Murphy of New Jersey, and Mayor Eric Adams in the launch of a major step forward in the Penn Station Master Plan. Please see the body of our email today for those opportunities, of which include an RFP release for the redesign and implementation for the new Penn Station Access Plan. Exciting news from our New York City Department of Buildings. They just recently released their after-hours programs. So often our business community can't get to the Department of Buildings to address a violation or file paperwork because the Department of Building closes when we have our time. However, under the new commissioner, Eric Ulrich, the Department of Buildings has implemented an after-hours program so that business owners may actually go to the Department of Buildings offices in every borough and get the assistance that they need. Earlier this week, the Chamber of Commerce Avenue NYC program manager and our president, Lisa Soren, joined New York City Agencies in addressing the needs of Mott Haven. This is part of the Avenue NYC program funded by New York City Department of Small Business Services and seeks to address many of the quality of life challenges and business barriers along that emerging commercial corridor. The agencies were very responsive, and we look forward to traction in the future. Be on the lookout for the Community District Needs Assessment, which will be released later in the summer. Pride Month continues. Yesterday evening, the Bronx Chamber of Commerce President Lisa Soren and myself, and a host of businesses in the Bronx, gathered for the first ever Bronx Chamber of Commerce LGBT Mixer at Bar 47. The Mixer launched the LGBT membership drive for the Bronx Chamber, and Chamber representatives were on hand to assist any LGBTQIA business in getting the certifications and resources that they need. This is part of the Chamber's new approach being launched in this Pride Month as a way to assist more LGBTQIA businesses and promote the diverse and equitable borough that we are. Be on the lookout for more information, especially an exciting announcement that's coming at the end of the month with our longtime Chamber members, Ponce Bank and Philanthropic Partners. On to legislation. This has been a very busy week for New York State and New York City. The New York City Council held a small business services hearing just yesterday where three pieces of legislation were addressed. The One-Stop Shop NYC Business Portal, introduced by Councilmember Julie Menon, a Legacy Business Registry, introduced by Carlina Rivera, and a Commercial Vacancies piece of legislation introduced by Councilmember Gail Brewer. Each one of these pieces of legislation has significant impact on small businesses, not only for existing businesses, but those that are emerging or in the entrepreneurship phase. We look forward to working with the New York City Council as we hash out the details and get into the weeds on these pieces of legislation, and we're hopeful that they'll build back our strong economic recovery in the borough and all of New York City. On the New York State legislative side, with Governor Kathy Hochul, there were some major bills that were pushed forward this past week. One, as I had mentioned earlier, is the New York State gun legislation laws, that package that was passed and signed at the Edenwald YMCA, and the second, which was signed midweek, allowed New York City to start to think about and begin on hotel conversions for residential housing. This is a major step forward in allowing housing developers and hotel owners to rethink how they use their plans, particularly during this post-pandemic world that we're in. On to upcoming events. We have an action-packed July and late June set up for you, from financial literacy workshops to mastering your finances, onto some other fun things like our amazing golf outing and our summer barbecue, as well as a great opportunity for business owners and staff owners to join CKO kickboxing for some self-defense training. In our member spotlight, we have Essen Healthcare, who's hosting an event on Wednesday, June 15th, with Mike Singletary. Michael Singletary. He is an NFL pro star who will be hosting a meet and greet at the Essen Healthcare clinic on 149th Street. We really look forward to continuing our partnership with Essen Healthcare and ensure that healthcare is available for everyone at any time. And lastly, the New York Botanical Gardens launched their new summer exhibition called Around the Table. a look at the different cultures of the Bronx and how we eat and how we communicate over food. Myself and the Chamber staff will visit the Botanical Gardens and speak about what makes food important to business and our own personal lives. We look forward to you supporting our longtime member, the New York Botanical Gardens, in this initiative, and so many amazing events that they execute on every year. This is Michael Brady, and this is your Friday Extra. Look forward to speaking with you next week.